Like, remember what I had to say about this place yesterday? Like, we came back down to test that level, not only because it was the gold bar, but because it was the red zone as well. And I'm like, this is the way the market tells us that it doesn't like anybody that bought on top of that red zone. Because I'm like, the green zone's for buying, the red zone's for selling. And I mean, the people that buy on the red zone or at the red zone have a completely wrong idea. And this is the way the market went and was like, yeah, it's unacceptable for you to continue profiting on this move. Smack. And then continued going. And I'm like, they were essentially absorbed into this giant run. And it's like funny to me because the people that remember this level, you know, and remember them losing on that level, get to watch a 61 working properly right on top. What do you think that's going to make them feel? But you know, people get irrational when they get emotional. Now this line is a whole other ballgame. Never been broken, never been touched, it's only ever been formed. And just remember, before the open today, what I posted in the chat was to get this, rocking 70 points now. But I wasn't in here at 9:08 in the morning. So I mean, if you were talking about where I was in from, we've done our stupid 60 points. So we can see that's really clear. Like I literally said, it was easy 60 points on the table at the open, sideways, up and down, returning back to the sideways. We can see that it literally did this and that, and that. We did it. And now we can look into trying to graze. Like I like these highs especially. Like I know we can get an attempted retest of the most recently broken trend. Could be alright. Ultimately for it to lead to the red zone by the end of it all. Using the range, this is where the grind can begin, and it can extend all the way down to the green dash line. Maybe even farther down to the B point. There is a B point down there. Smashing that out. Cushion builder. Thing is, you know, a little bit lower than the green zone is what I was looking for. Not particularly to use the green zone well, but that green dash line, it's a cheeky level, but it leads back to the green zone. So everything that anybody has is likely to end up going back to the green zone. But notice how it like had trouble getting to that B point, and instead it got hung up on what one? My one. The one that I would never draw like that, but because it was appropriate today, that's the way it should be drawn. And it's like, what? It's not like that every day. It's never like this, but it was like reading that was the one thing that it cared about, and that was the communication via the series of moves that it gave me prior to understanding that was what it was going to do. Like, what else do we want? What else could we want from it, right? Like, it's done everything I've demanded of it. Like, from move to move, not even without question, even denying the B point, because I was hesitant about it, so was it. It came back from my B point to get to the green zone. Like, what kind of precision is that? And it didn't care about the ordinary, normal thing that it always does. It wanted to do my weird thing. My weird thing. That we don't see every day, that we don't see every month, that we don't do at all ever, that we've never done before, debatably. You know, we've probably done it before, but I'm not remembering a specific time being like, oh, it's like that time. No, it's not like that time, because I don't remember a single time, you know? So, it's kind of interesting. Which means, what was it then? It was intuition to figure that out. That's what it is. It's intuition. And it's understanding the market's communications clearly. But it's between those two. Maybe it takes intuition to understand. And that's what the market tests for every day. You know, I was talking about, or I was hearing about an edge and stuff, right, the other day, and I was like thinking about this and stuff, and I'm like, you know how important it is to have an edge in the market, and most people don't even spend the whole day doing it. Every single person, you have an edge on them because you spend the time. You know, you don't quit where they do, and that's an edge. You know, you don't have things that deter you from consolidations and make you feel bad because you don't understand them. You know, you don't have things that make you try them. You stay away from triangles, understanding that they end. You know, that's what I teach. what I do is unparalleled with what anyone else is doing like, I've never seen anyone do what I do. Never seen anyone trade like I have today. Never seen it before. Never seen anyone hedge MNQ and NQ. Never seen it before. I don't see anybody do what I do. At all. Ever. You know, I have to create everything I do. Every strategy I use, I create myself. And it's not something I plan on using again. These are the variables for the environment that I'm looking for. And I use the tools appropriately, apply them to the environment, and I get the understanding because of the application of the tools. I also noticed that this range that we used, we had a spike out of both sides and tested either side. We know the punishment people get on top of those red zones, and it's not even the red zones, it's like this red zone is dangerous too. Like, it hates people that trade on top of it. It's kind of painful because they didn't get to the V point. You know, they're still waiting, and they've accepted a partial loss and they're still waiting. Some people do, like, I would say most people do that, because the platforms don't tell you to use stops. They won't even tell you what they are, you know. Certainly doesn't come with brokers for some reason. Brokers don't want to protect their clients at all. I don't know why. Maybe they just don't care because they win either way or something. I don't know. It would be funny if you go to them and say, why don't your clients use stops? They would be like, what are stops? I'm like, what? You work in risk management, you don't even know what a stop is.